This is some bibliomancy fun, this time 2 Chronicles 29.1 to 4. And it mentions Hezekiah beginning his reign. It mentions his mother's name. And in the first year he opened the doors of the house of the Lord and repaired them. I was kind of thinking it was an unusual thing to write about. It was relatively easy to put on new doors. So it might be symbolic of something. I think the Hebrew is something like deleth, which I think can also relate to gateway, a leaf or a lid. What I mainly see here is a figure with like their wings open, like a dragon or a butterfly. So as usual, there's lots of different sections. Kind of bottom right, I see this as like almost like an open mouth bit. Right at the back where the uvula would be is a symbol for pie. But then behind that, it almost turns into like, I'm going to say like a window with people either side of that window pane. And then kind of wrapped around that. And then wrapped around that, something that looks a bit like a standing lizard. That's also a cat. That's also human with like a crown on their head. Bottom left, I see like this blue lizardy creature thing. And behind that cat person, what I see here is like a male figure with like long hair, because there's some sort of creature standing up in his hair. And it's got like a silver crown on, but I think it's got a face in it. I'm going to go with that's his arm or hand, because the figure that we saw just now, that was a cat lizard person, actually also has a face on the back of her head, which is blue with like silver on it, and then this ethereal green colour in front, almost a bit like a spectral projection. Behind all that is a green parrot that seems to be speaking, because there's some sort of white stuff coming out of his mouth, and then another purple lizard behind. There's sort of different symbols in the head of this creature. One looks a bit like an ass. Top right one looks a bit like a fishhook. And then it's got another small head to the right hand side. There's also other lizards and birds in the actual wings. So I think we've learnt that they did a good job of hanging some new doors. Might have even put some new windows in as well. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.